So baking, let's not be intimidated, okay? One of the easiest things to make on a Kamado Joe as far as baking goes is cornbread, and it's absolutely...
Now you're talking.
Cornbread, right? I am a huge fan, so let's go ahead and mix our dry ingredients, our wet ingredients, and then we'll bring it all together. Check out this beautiful cornmeal going in. And remember, these recipes are all on the YouTube channel, so I give you all the quantities. Cornmeal's in, flour's in.
Well, we're going really fast. This is gonna be one of those episodes.
Brown sugar's in. Yeah. Get your mise en place, you know. Baking powder is in. Remember, P, pow, rise. S, soda, spread. This is baking powder. We're gonna have a little leavener. And then we'll just use our whisk. And away we go. Don't forget the salt. The salt brings a tremendous amount of flavor to this. So, boop, there it is. And I like to get my hands in there as well. Good. Make sure you're getting all those little bits of brown sugar. And I'm liking what I'm seeing already. Okay, now let's switch to our wet ingredients. 2 eggs, whip it up. Melted butter.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just baking.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. We're cruising right
It's
now.
cornbread. Buttermilk.
Does it have to be buttermilk?
Yeah, it's gotta be buttermilk. I like the acidity. You know, this is just a really fun, super easy, don't overthink it kind of recipe. All right, so we've got our dry ingredients now and our wet ingredients. Let's start mixing the two.
Beautiful.
Just making a batter. I mean, to be honest with you, it's almost as easy as pancakes. Now, while we're doing this, I'll let you know we have set up our Kamado Joe Classic 2 at an indirect temperature of 375. That's 375. Thump, 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 thump. And I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any pockets of dry mix in there. Make sure I get everything on the bottom. And sometimes I do like to add a little bit of jalapeno.
Oh, now we're talking.
And red bell pepper. So, and it's getting cold out here, so this is starting to set just a little bit. With a couple adjustments to this, we could turn this into a blueberry cornbread muffin. We just add a couple blueberries, a little more sugar, and some vegetable oil. I'll put that alternative recipe down below as well. That's a fun one. All right, let's look at our grill. 375 on the nose. Lovely 12-inch cast iron. I've got some lard here. You can use shortening, you can use bacon fat, has been a favorite of mine for years, and that's 2 tablespoons, okay? Beautiful. Now, as soon as that's melted, we're gonna go in with our batter that we just made together. Spread it out. And something about this rustic way of getting it in there
Beauty.
sings my song.
Like little bubbles that lard on the side.
Yeah, it's doing work. All right, we're in. Look at the bubbles. We're going to make a nice crust on the bottom here. I'm going to close the dome. We're at 375 right now, indirect, and we're going to go for 20 to 25 minutes. Easy peasy. While we're waiting on it to cook, let's go ahead and whip up a little mascarpone orange zest topping. Ooh la la. We'll talk about a really fun and simple topping for our jalapeno bell pepper cornbread. Mascarpone, okay? It's pretty much a really spreadable cow's milk that has a high butter fat content. If you don't have mascarpone or you're not interested in it, you can use sour cream if you like. But I really appreciate this mascarpone. It's gonna be great, kind of smothered on the top.
So creamy.
It's very creamy. It's very creamy. And I like to elevate it a little bit with some zest of orange. Now we have this little thing here, big chef pet peeve. This is not a zester. This is a microplane, okay? It's a microplane, not a zester, just like the little melon ballers aren't melon ballers, they're Parisian scoops, which you generally use to make melon balls. All right, so let's use our microplane or zester and go ahead and just scrape off the outside of this orange. We're getting the zest off. Once you start diving past that into the pith, the whiter spot, you start to get bitter. So right now we are just really harnessing the essence of orange off this beautiful little citrus, and we're gonna bang it on right there. All right, I'm gonna use the back of the spatula and kind of just smear that on in. Whoop. We've got about another 15 minutes. Again, our total cook time on that cornbread is 20, 22 minutes long. So we got a couple minutes just to hang out and kind of enjoy ourselves. Folks, do me a favor in that comment section down below. Don't forget, tell us what ingredients you would add or you have added into your cornbread. I hear a lot of people adding cream corn into their cornbread and really having a different mouthfeel. I see people adding more baking powder. What else is there? What else are you doing? Scallions you could, I guess. But we talked about the blueberries to make them blueberry cornmeal muffins, which are a lot of fun.
You can do cheese.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is kind of a no-no, but you guys want to peek in there and see what it looks like? You know, hey, let's do it. Yeah, I feel like a little Groucho Marx getting the eyebrows going. If I had them, I would. All right, here we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You can see it's still a little soupy in the center. We're starting to puff off nice. Look at the colors. Okay, that's it. That's it.
That's all you get.
That's all you get. That's all you get. 22 minutes on the dot. We're still nailing that 375. Let's take. Wow. Yeah, that's what I remember. We're gonna let this rest for just a minute before we cut ourselves out a little slice of cornbread heaven and smother some mascarpone. Maybe we should just smother mascarpone over the top of the whole entire thing. Let's do that. That's just
Oh, hello.
I'm gonna let it warm up.
It's a little chilly out.
Yeah, let's let it.
That's a good idea.
It blows me away how simple that is and the dynamic results we're able to get from it. This is an elevated recipe with such simple methodology, and the grill does all the work. Let's be honest. You know, you're hanging out for 22 minutes waiting for it to happen, and it's just rising and getting prettier and prettier and prettier. If you're not sure about baking or you've not given it a try, this is one of those first attempt home run recipes that you can pull off in 25 minutes.
It seems pretty foolproof. I mean, that was crazy fast.
It's crazy fast. Let's give it a go. And the jalapenos are really in the air right now. Wow. It is 1000% like cake. That is so good. Team, it's sweet, it's savory, it's delicious, it's super easy.
It's almost too easy not to try.
Well, you deserve it. Okay, it's been, you know, it's been a crazy year. You deserve it. So I would suggest go ahead and make this cornbread at home on your grill and enjoy it. Just kick back and relax. Thanks for joining us today. Please let us know if we can be a resource to you in any culinary way. And if you did enjoy this video as much as we enjoy cooking and eating this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and please leave us a comment, because I love reading those and send you a shout out back. From our backyard to yours, cheers and happy grilling.